Good morning, everyone. It is finally Friday. I'm stoked about that. I don't know about you guys, but I have the majority of my weekend is not very much of anything, except for tomorrow I'm doing some kind of training at Impact, and apparently I'm going to be there all day slinging sandbags and things, and hopefully I have the ability to actually walk out when I'm done. And I don't know what's happening. They talked me into it before I knew what this actually was. So wish me luck for that. But hopefully it's going to be a nice weekend. Sounds like it will be. So today we have Ben on right off the bat. Big Ben to talk about some of the stuff that's going on at Hy-Vee, because it's Taste of Hy-Vee all month long, and we want you to know what that means.
All right, guys, Taste of Hy-Vee is kind of the get you out of the winter blues, spring into summer. We go through, we revamp the parking lot, we do a lot of spring cleaning and everything, and it's a way for us to really bring forward those signature items that we have in the store. Ashley, yeah. I know you're aware of it, but we have a passport here, guys.
Yep.
This passport is for every demo station in the store, and if you stop and get that stamp today between 4 to 7, Saturday and Sunday 11 to 5, you have 3 days to get in here to do it, guys, but get a stamp from every station and leave this at customer service, and we're going to draw a lucky winner this week for a $25 meat bundle. And I mean, there's some great items, the Hy-Vee bagels and cheese, the gourmet cinnamon rolls that you can only get here at Hy-Vee, the street corn dip with the kitchen chips, some great ice cream. Who forgets ice cream? You shouldn't be thinking about that going to Impact.
I'm not. I can dream about it. I could have a sample size. 80-20, that's the rule there. You still have to get the things that you like and enjoy, so that you're not feeling like you don't ever get anything you want, because then you fall off the wagon. I'm telling you, that's the rule.
And we do got some great games throughout the store going on this week. We had a ring toss back by the meat department. You throw a ring, if you make it on one of the rings, you get your name entered in for another meat bundle. We're going to be giving away 2 meat bundles this week, Ashley. And some other great items. We got a Beat the Clock. I'm not going to tell you about it, guys, but between 4 and 7, we have a Beat the Clock in the store, and they're going to play it later on the show for you. And we're going to introduce that to you, and we're going to try to implement that going forward every week, Ashley.
Ooh, that's exciting. So you'll have a certain amount of time to get in the store for like a super awesome deal on a particular item. And when it's gone, but it's going to be a really good deal that you'll want to definitely be watching for and come in and grab up as soon as you hear about it.
I'm just going to tell you the item today is a $2.50 savings.
Wow.
For that item, just by getting it today on the Beat the Clock.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So basically what you're saying is, I come in, I try all this yummy food, and I turn this in, and then you're going to give me some more food.
There's a chance you're going to get more food, yes.
So that's all I have to do, is just come and try a bunch of demos.
Just walk through the
Just
store,
like the good old days when you
demos.
used to come to grocery stores and there'd be demos.
I remember as a little kid, that used to be my favorite thing. Saturday morning, we'd go hit the local Hy-Vee and nail every end of the aisle, because there was a sample going on. Yep,
absolutely. Even if it looked a little funky, you're like, I'll give it a try.
I always gave it a try. The pizza ones, I always hit 2 or 3 times, though.
Put on your mustache the next time through, and then a hat. But lots of fun stuff going on, and this is going to go on all month long. So if you come every week, maybe you do your grocery shopping every weekend, you fill out your passport every weekend, you put this in the box every weekend, you have a chance to win every single week.
If you fill out all 3 of these for the rest of the month, guys, you get entered for a $100 meat bundle that we're giving away to somebody that participated all 3 weeks with us.
So that's super awesome. So not only do you have a chance to win every single week, but you also get a grand prize chance if you come all 3 weeks.
Correct.
Just by doing your grocery shopping and eating yummy food on the way.
What better thing?
I know! This is great! great.
And it sounds like rain tomorrow, so why not come spend it with us?
Yeah, and tomorrow and Sunday, it's 11 to
11 to 5.
So you have a huge window that you can come and visit the folks at Hy-Vee and try some yummy food.
Absolutely.
So, and you'll probably want to pick up some of these items and put them in your cart because they're pretty tasty. So.
Awesome.
All right, so come see Ben this weekend and the rest of the crew at Hy-Vee tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. You can come taste some demos, fill out your passport, and get in on some giveaways. So we are going to go to a quick break. Now that you know all about Taste of Hy-Vee, there will be things going on all month long. We'll keep you updated. But we're going to go to a quick break, and then Mikelle is going to come on and tell you a little bit about an announcement they have at Bridge to Beginnings.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
All right, so lots of amazing things going on this week. So if you guys didn't notice, I am wearing my blue and green. Earlier this week, we had some folks coming on to talk about organ donation, tissue donation, and the importance of it. And today happens to be the day that we are encouraging you all to pull out that blue and green attire and wear it just to raise awareness and to show support of organ and tissue donation. So I hope that you guys remember to do that. If not, go back to your closets, grab it, and put it on. Also, the local group that is kind of doing a lot of this awareness in our area has a Facebook page, and if you post your picture of you and your blue and green, you have a chance to win a gift card and all sorts of fun stuff. So post your pictures. I want to see you guys all in your blue and green attire today to just raise awareness for Donate Life and that chance that you have, that one last chance you have to make a real impact on someone else's life. So like I said before the break, Mikelle is joining us, and I'm so glad.
I know. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you were on the show not too long ago for your daycare,
yes,
and talking about a fundraiser and stuff. So we talked a little about the daycare then, but I hear that there's some news that you guys have to share about kind of an expansion that you're doing.
Yeah, I heard last month that a Child's Place preschool was going to be closing, and I don't know if you know anybody that's gone there, but like my girls went there. I have a whole bunch of friends that went there when they were younger, and so I was like, I don't think I want that to happen.
Yeah.
And so I ended up talking to Mary Shahade, and we came to an agreement that we would move a Child's Place in the Bridge to Beginnings so that the kids could have the option to go to daycare and preschool in the same setting and not have to worry about transportation, worry about parents having to leave work and go drop their kids off at preschool. And so it just all started to fall together, and so now we're going to be Bridge to Beginnings and a Child's Place.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is some of the crew from Child's Place coming over? How's that all working, or is it kind of just you have new teachers and stuff? How's that look? Or a little bit of both?
Their 4-year-old teacher has decided to retire, as well as their 3-year-old teacher.
Okay.
And so it will be a new teaching staff that comes in with the kids. And we're still in the final stages of that right now.
Yeah.
So an announcement will be made soon on who it's going to be.
Who it's going to be?
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. I'm really excited for it. I think it'll be a good opportunity. Early childhood education is so important, and having the option to not have to worry about finding daycare and finding preschool at the same time, and just having it all into one, I think it'll be super beneficial for parents.
I remember that first year of preschool for Hanley when it was like, okay, so she goes till what time? Like, how am I supposed to leave work and get her to like daycare? And thank goodness, you know, we were blessed with, you know, my in-laws were able to do that switch and stuff like that. But, you know, for people who don't have that, you know, locally, maybe they don't have that locally or, you know, even at all. So how do people do that when they work full time? And so this makes total sense that it would all be in the same spot. So you can kind of just shuffle them from you know, daycare to preschool or preschool to daycare, whatever that switch might be.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of people question, they're like, well, how do you differentiate between daycare and preschool when they're so little? And it's one of those things. Our school, we're in the old Washington School building, so we're lucky enough to have our setting set up as a school still. So the front half of our building will be daycare and the back half of it will be preschool for right now. And so they'll be able to kind of travel and get to leave their daycare setting and go to their preschool setting. So they kind of start to differentiate the two and not think that they're in daycare all day, but get to know that they're going to preschool all day. And they have lockers and they have all their fun stuff, so they get to be big kids.
Yep. That's very important, to be a big kid and go to preschool and all of that stuff. So that's super cool. And I think just I think it makes sense to have that comfort though too for kids, you know, that first year or two of school to transition them and into that like school setting, but with people that they're comfortable with. You know,
and it is for little kids. That's one of the reasons I think that we do so well is because they get a good connection with the staff. And so I think knowing that, I mean, when you turn 3 and all of a sudden you go to school somewhere and then you come back, it's like one of those, oh my gosh, what is happening in my life? And so I think being able to kind of see the familiar faces as well while they're going to school will help them transition easier and get ready to go to the kindergarten stages. So
it'll seem less scary in that first step. It's like one step towards that kindergarten phase where they will be going to you know, a new place and all of that. But it kind of gives them that half a step where it's like you're taking that half step to like this next stage in life, but getting a little boost from people that you know and that you know care about you and stuff. So. It seems like the daycare has been going really good and has been just growing like crazy. So tell us a little bit about how summer looks and with all these new plans going on. I'm sure you have a lot of stuff happening within the building, but
we'll still do our summer program for the big kids that are in. We are almost full, so if you need summer care, that's something that we are asking that our parents sign up for now so that we don't have to turn anybody away and we can make it work because the grade school kids in the summer, it's like, well, what do you do with them?
What the heck do I do with these people?
What do I do? All of a sudden my kids are home. It's like, well, I mean, we kind of went through it last year where the kids were home, but now we're going through it again and now it's like summer all over. And so it's like, what do you do with these kids? And so we have a ton of fun stuff planned. Our lead for our big kid room, she is so fun. Like, I'll walk in there and I'll be like, what are you guys even doing today? And they're all over the place crafting or they're doing some science experiment or like our little kids right now are starting to grow butterflies. And so they have that to look forward to for the next couple months until they go into their cocoon stage and their butterfly stage. So there's just so much stuff that we try to keep them as active as possible because again, what do you do with your kids? You don't want them to be bored and cause trouble all the time, and so we try to make it as fun and exciting as they can and make them want to come back every day.
Yeah, I mean, when you have those, like the grade school kids that you were just talking about, you don't want them to be sitting around on devices and stuff like that. And some of them even get to that age where it's like, oh, it's probably fine for them to stay home, but you know, do you want them to stay home and just sit there and you know, who knows what all day long? Like probably do nothing, sleep in until noon, and so that's kind of the stage that we're getting to with Hanley, and I'm like, okay, like when is the time? Like, is it like still okay for me to be like, dude, you're going to daycare, sorry, or you know? So it is that weird stage where you want them to go do stuff, and it always looks like you guys are doing fun stuff. No matter what age they're busy bees, so that's awesome. So there are still openings if you have school-aged kids for this summer.
Yes.
And if you're thinking about preschool and stuff, tell us a little bit about that. Do you still have several openings? What's that look like?
We do have openings for preschool, and we're partnering with Muscatine Early Learning Center, so that 4-year-old preschool will still be free for the kids that are coming in. I've had a couple referrals for them because I know they've already gone through their list of enrollment, and so we're starting our list of enrollment already that to gauge how many spots we still have open. So if parents need a spot, they can message us on our Facebook page. My number's out there so that they can give me a call. Our 3-year-old program still does have openings, and that's another thing that parents can apply for grants if that's something that they qualify for. And we do take state assistance for childcare, so if that is something they want to do with the preschool and the childcare, we can work it out that way also. Our preschool. It's a new world for me, so I'm like learning all about it, but I want to be able to offer everything that's being offered for the kids and let them take advantage of it and not let finances be a part of it that stops them. I want to be able to help everybody through that. So we're trying to be as flexible as possible with it.
That's awesome. And I do think that it's going to be huge for people to, just like at a Child's Place, where you have that opportunity to have that assistance with, like, not only financial, but the fact that you can go from preschool to daycare and stuff. That's going to be huge for a lot of people that just don't have the flexibility in their work schedules to be able to leave and do that transportation that needs to happen when you're in preschool and are only going a partial day. So
next Wednesday at 5:30 to 7:30, we're doing an open house at our daycare. I'm really excited for it because I've never, like, if you enroll, you get to come in and do a walkthrough and see your kids' class and meet your teachers and that stuff, but we don't allow people in the daycare still because of COVID and trying to keep all the germs out and make sure everybody stays as safe as possible. So nobody's really been able to come in and see all the work that we've done. We've done a ton of work, and my staff is very good with keeping up on the kids' crafts, and we hang them up in the hallway so they get to see them every day, but then, like, parents don't get to see it, and nobody knows what's going on in there because they can't come in. So masks will be required, obviously, but I'm really looking forward to it. Each room will have a carnival game set up in it so that kids can go around and play the games and win prizes, and then parents that aren't enrolled in our center already can get information on how to enroll or how to enroll in the preschool, and the kids that are already there get to come kind of celebrate. So it'll be a good time.
That would be hard. I mean, I don't have a little one right now, but I can't imagine, like, not being able to go inside and see, like, the environment. That would be a tough thing.
Yeah, we try to make it as easy as possible. We have a Bright Wheel app, and so the parents are kept up to date all day with pictures and the times that their kids eat or take a nap. So we try to keep as much communication going as possible, but I get it. I'm like, I kind of want to go in there.
I want to see what's going on.
And then I want to show it off because I'm like, we put so much work into here, and it's so nice. Like, I want everybody to be able to see it and enjoy it. So.
But very cool. That's exciting. I know there were probably a ton of people that were upset to see a Child's Place, announce that they weren't gonna, be continuing. Because, like you said, it's been around for just ever. I don't even know how long. Chris is waving his hand like, "Yep, I went there." So we know that's been a long time.
It's just one of those things, like, everybody's gone there. And I'm like,
if you mention it, people are like, "Oh yeah, that's the one." And so it's cool that you guys were able to partner and make sure that kind of continued on and can still offer that service of having that daycare and preschool option for people in Muscatine.
I'm super excited about it. It's always been one of my dreams to do the daycare and preschool combo, and so I'm like, here we go. It's happening really quick, but we're going to do it.
Sometimes you just have to take the opportunity when it arises and go for it. So, very cool. Well, I'm glad that you came on to make the announcement to everyone, and I hope you guys all go if you're looking for childcare or looking to enroll in preschool. Maybe you haven't done that yet. Go and check out the open house and take that opportunity. If you have questions, go on their Facebook page and you can message them or get that phone number and give Mikelle a call and ask all those questions that you might have. But preschool is everywhere. they fill up really quickly.
They do.
So
yeah.
I can promise you that if you haven't done that yet, you definitely should make that choice and start really thinking about it, especially if it's for next year.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast they fill up in our community.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm glad that you joined us today.
Yeah.
It's exciting that it's Friday. I'm sure well, you guys are open on the weekends too, right?
Right now we're not.
Okay.
We're getting there.
So Fridays
we're in the process of it.
Yeah,
so
I was going to say Fridays are
for me.
exciting for you then still too. Okay.
Yeah.
We can still celebrate that
Yes.
it's Friday then. I didn't want to do that in front of you.
No.
If you didn't get a Friday.
No,
Okay.
I'm still going to celebrate Friday for right now.
That's funny. So I appreciate you coming on again. Lots of great things happening this weekend. R7 is actually open today from 10 to 2. They're one of our great sponsors of the show. They're open today from 10 to 2, tomorrow from 10 to 2, and Sunday from 12 to 4. Such a great place for you all to go visit, especially when it's nice weather. But even when it rains, you can go inside the giant barn and be nice and cozy and look around. I noticed that Tennille is starting to plant her amazing, they're just like these custom planters with the coolest, I don't even know how she comes up with this stuff, but she makes the most beautiful arrangements with potted plants, and they always look way cooler than anything I come up with. So go check some of those things out this weekend at R7. Wish me luck at Impact this weekend as I sling some sandbags around and learn how to do it properly so I don't hurt myself and all of that. And hopefully I can actually walk on Monday for the show. If not, Chris will be your hostess with the mostess on the show. Yeah, I know. I'm afraid too. So hopefully, well, just wish me the best. But I also want to say thank you to all of our other great sponsors like Toyota, Muscatine, Hy-Vee Market Grille, of course, and Lutheran Living, and of course CBI. I'm so appreciative to our sponsors for letting us have a great show like this to bring people like Mikelle on to talk about some of the great stuff happening here in Muscatine. So I am looking forward to the weekend. I hope you are too. But until Monday when I see you again, remember that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.
I'm Tennille with R7 Reclaimed, located in Grandview, Iowa. We mix old and new goods together so that you can find the story of your home. When you get here, you will find a mix of old and new goods that are put together so seamlessly you won't even be able to tell which is which. And not only that, it's going to speak to you and your home. We are worth the road trip. We call it the R7 Road Trip. So punch in 337 Cemetery Lane, Grandview, Iowa into that GPS and make the road trip.
TJ Deere here at Toyota Muscatine, and this is what it feels like to have a brand new Toyota.
It's the new car smell.
It's the new stories.
It's the new adventure.
It's the memories.
Come and see us for your 2020 Toyota.